That game got a little tense at the end, but the Lakers still managed to win, beating the LA Clippers 125-122. For the first time in months, they had Luka Doncic, LeBron James, and Austin Reeves all healthy together, and the three of them showed exactly why that matters. They combined for 80 points, 15 rebounds, and 24 assists, which is serious production from a so-called Big Three. Austin Reeves barely missed from deep, going 4 of 5 from 3, 9 of 15 overall, and finishing with 29 points. Luka Doncic dropped 38, was jawing at Chris Dunn, and controlled the game like he usually does, looking almost impossible to stop. But honestly, the bigger story was the Lakers finally using the starting lineup fans have been demanding all season. They went with Luka, LeBron, Austin, Marcus Smart instead of Rui Hachimura plus DeAndre Jordan, and it was about time they stopped overthinking it. In my opinion, that lineup actually looks pretty good. No, it's not perfect, but the Lakers don't really have a perfect five-man group to start games anyway. This is probably the closest they'll get. Marcus Smart set the tone on defense from the jump. He didn't even take a shot until the fourth quarter, and then suddenly he hit 3 in that quarter alone. It was a big impact game for him. He didn't score a lot overall, but having him out there matters more than the box score shows. They need someone to bring edge and intensity right away, and Marcus Smart did exactly that tonight. He anchored the defense, brought real energy, and the rest of the team followed his lead. Even Luka Doncic played solid defense. LeBron James looked locked in on that end, and Austin Reeves took multiple charges. I liked how they established a defensive mindset, even if there were still a few breakdowns here and there. And honestly, defensive mistakes are going to happen in every single game. That's just reality. But the offense was even more impressive, not just from the starters, but from the whole team. I can't remember them shooting over 50% from 3 all season, especially while taking more than 30 attempts and actually making more than 15. They knocked down 17 threes tonight. Luka Doncic hit 8 of them, going 8 of 14 from deep, and Austin Reeves added 4 more. Those two alone combined for 12 of the 17 makes. As a team, they shot 54.8% from 3, which is seriously impressive. So clearly, this new starting lineup works on offense. It also sets a stronger tone on defense. Overall, it just feels more balanced, and honestly, it's the lineup they should have been using. They should have gone with earlier and absolutely need to stick with from now on. I honestly don't understand why head coach JJ Redick was so stubborn about it, refusing to try this lineup and instead starting players like Rui Hachimura or even Jake LaRavia before this. Yes, over the past couple of months he didn't really have the option, since either Austin Reeves or Luka Doncic was injured, so they couldn't test it even if they wanted to. But now that everyone is finally healthy and they've actually used it, the choice seems obvious. This should be their starting lineup moving forward, no real debate at all. That's takeaway number 1, and easily the biggest and most important lesson from this game. And going back to the so-called Big Three of Luka Doncic, LeBron James, and Austin Reeves, no, it wasn't flawless tonight, but just seeing them back on the court together for the first time in months is huge. Doing it against a hot team that just came in confident makes it even more meaningful. Just beat the Denver Nuggets, and that was the LA Clippers. So building chemistry against a team that's playing well and is seen as a real playoff contender actually matters. No matter how you personally feel about them, the Clippers have looked like a serious team ever since they got past their awful start to the season. That makes this even more valuable. Getting Luka Doncic, LeBron James, and Austin Reeves on the floor together at the beginning and the end of the game, even if the lineups shifted in between, is extremely important. They need these real minutes together if they expect to make any kind of playoff run, especially a deep one. But let's be honest, they can't carry everything by themselves if this team wants to go far or even figure out its true identity, which I still think they haven't found. The supporting cast has to step up, and one player in particular stands out to me, someone who started the season strong but has struggled for the past couple of months and simply hasn't been good enough. Be DeAndre Ayton. But to be fair, I thought he actually played well tonight. I was hoping that with Austin Reeves back, we'd start to see improvement from him. At first, that didn't really happen since Austin was on a minutes restriction. But now that the restriction is gone and both Austin and Luka Doncic are fully back, two players who usually bring out the best in him, especially together, Ayton finally looked more alive. He ran the floor in transition, finished strong at the rim, caught several alley-oops, some of them from LeBron James, and overall just played with more energy. That extra involvement seemed to push him to try harder on defense too. I liked what I saw from DeAndre Ayton tonight. The problem is we've seen this pattern before. One strong game followed by a stretch of bad ones. So hopefully this time is different. Hopefully he can return to the level he showed earlier in the season, and having LeBron, Luka, and Austin back together can help him stay consistent. Help him get back to that level. But it's obviously bigger than just DeAndre Ayton, even though he's an important piece. With Marcus Smart now in the starting lineup and setting the defensive tone, they need that effort every night. I'm not too concerned about him on defense because that's what he's known for. But the two-way impact he gave tonight, plus the energy and toughness he brings, is just as important. Off the bench, they clearly need more from Rui Hachimura. It wasn't a good game for him at all. Honestly, it was pretty rough. Still, I'm not overly worried. It felt more like a bad shooting night and also a case of him not getting enough opportunities. He played 26 minutes but only took 4 shots. That simply can't happen. They need to do a better job of involving him, maybe even drawing up an early play for him like they've done over the past couple of months. Yes, with Austin Reeves and Luka Doncic back, touches will be harder to come by, but they still should find a way to get Rui more involved early in games. And with him coming off the bench, that should absolutely be possible. Overall, this was a strong team win. Yes, there were a few defensive lapses during the game, but for the most part, the offense looked sharp and the defense held up well enough. Most importantly, the so-called Big Three of Luka Doncic, LeBron James, and Austin Reeves were finally back together, and the whole roster was healthy too. That alone changes everything. It was great to see, and now the real question is whether they can build on this instead of falling back into old habits. With that said, let's hear what the team had to say about their win tonight.
He was leading the league in charges and up to a certain point, obviously has the big one in the fourth. What did you see on that play, and kind of what does that tell you about Austin on a night he was that efficient on offense?
Yeah, I thought the charge was the play of the game, and frankly, the second charge would have been the play of the game had they made the right call, which they didn't. And they make a three, but that was a huge play given the circumstances. He was fantastic tonight. Other than the 2 turnovers there and the third in traffic, he played a super efficient night. Look, Luka was fantastic, and I'm sure you'll have questions about him. I thought Smart and DA in that fourth quarter were really difference makers for us. Smart, was fantastic on defense all night, and then 7 minutes left in the fourth or whatever it was, and he hasn't taken a shot, and we come out of a timeout, he makes a three, and then he makes another one, and then he gets the and one. So he just huge from him. I guess it was a long 2, but in my mind it was a 3. But just huge stuff from him. Leadership in the huddle was great and very engaged, and just was able to execute our defensive game plan at a really high level.
JJ, you guys opened the game with like a pretty intentional play. It seemed like for Luka to either get to the basket or have the lob, and he missed a layup.
He did?
I think first play of the game. I think you guys made 16 of your next 18 shots after that. How close to your offensive ceiling did you feel like you guys were? Not obviously results were results, but in terms of process and the ease in which you guys were getting to what you wanted offensively early.
Yeah, the offense in that first half was good. We made some shots, but I thought the extra passes and the execution and the way we got to spacing in early offense and just sharing the basketball, and it was clutter-free, ego-free. We just played, and it was you're not going to shoot 67%, but I thought the process was really good.
We've obviously known that you guys have had the injuries throughout the season. It's kind of a rarity to have everybody on the court healthy. With the full roster, the way this game went down the stretch, is it significant at all that it's just going many possessions going to Luka and letting him to try to make something happen? And is that kind of the pecking order when this thing is full?
Luka's going to have the ball a lot, down the stretch.
In ISO situations, and
Yeah.
Yeah, and the fact that this is his first time he played in 5 games, that he was able to be that kind of full thrust.
Yeah, I mean, Dunn is a great defender. I think he was able to draw a foul. He was able to get the and one. Got a paint touch and missed a bunny. So yeah, I thought he did a good job. There was a couple plays we ran with just him as the decision maker, him as the ball handler. It's not necessarily ISO. So it wasn't. We didn't call ISO for him. That when plays break down. You got to go get it sometimes, and he's able to get it. But I mean, we've played through LeBron. The Philly game is a great example of that. All 3 guys were on the court. We played through LeBron at the end of the game. We obviously have played through AR at the end of the game. Just reading the situation, and we obviously, everybody, including his teammates, feel really comfortable with Luka having the ball.
What was just kind of the process with LeBron? Typically 41-year-olds who get downgraded at some point during the day, they don't always play.
Yeah, he fought through a lot today. I mean, the knee soreness, he probably doesn't want me to share, but he's dealing with a migraine as well pregame. And just, again, he rings the bell over and over. That's what he does.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, thanks.